Hi, I'm Robert Osborne. This week's Essential movie, which we just showed, was set in the Grand Canyon state of Arizona. And we're going to hang around Arizona in our next film as well, and in the company of some riveting people, including Humphrey Bogart, when he was just on his way to becoming a star. Our film is The Petrified Forest from 1936, based on a Broadway play by Robert Sherwood. Now, Bogart plays a very important role in it, but he isn't the star. The leads in the film are Leslie Howard and Bette Davis, with Humphrey Bogart's name listed under the title and in smaller letters. But this is the film which first made everybody kind of sit up and take notice of Bogart and realize it was probably only a matter of time until this interesting fellow would become a major player. Now, both Leslie Howard and Humphrey Bogart are playing roles which they created in that original Broadway version of The Petrified Forest. Howard playing an idealistic drifter who drops in at a combination cafe and gas station in Arizona's Petrified Forest, unfortunately also dropping into the same place at the same time as Bogart, who's a cold-blooded killer who's just escaped from prison. That puts the life of everybody at that cafe at risk. Well, when this film was first being planned by Warner Brothers, the studio eagerly signed Leslie Howard to create the stage role, but they didn't want Bogart. They wanted Edward G. Robinson, who was a major star at Warner Brothers at that time. They wanted him to play the gangster. He was a specialist at playing such roles, and it's a role that fit him like a glove. But hearing that, Leslie Howard stepped into it. He told the bosses at Warner Brothers he wouldn't do the film without Bogart playing the role he'd created on Broadway. Well, Warner's wanted Leslie Howard more than they didn't want Bogart, so Bogart was cast. And he was so grateful to Leslie Howard for what he did, Bogart later named one of his children, Leslie, after his great friend. Here directed by Archie Mayo with two great stars, Leslie Howard and Bette Davis, and one star in the making, Humphrey Bogart. From 1936, The Petrified Forest.